Carpets and curtains, they actually do retain odours from the people that lived here, so it might be cooking odours or old person style odours. If people have smoked in the house, it retains that. So really the only way you can get rid of that odour is to remove like the window furnishings and the floor furnishings.
Okay. And that probably wouldn't be a bad thing. The window furnishings aren't great and that's pretty dated.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. So the other things that we'd recommend in here would also, I think this room in the house is the only one that has wallpaper, so I think that would need to be steamed off and just painted neutral like the rest of the house. The cupboards are built in, but they're very dated looking. They can be easily updated with, once again, paint. I'd paint them the same colour as the walls. They'll sort of blend in and it'll just make the room look much bigger. The old brown velvet curtains are very old and dated and need to come off, and I would just put really nice either Roman blinds or Venetian blinds on this window.
This would also need to be removed as well. This is built in. That would need to come down, I think, for rental or for selling. For rental, people have their own furniture as well, don't they? So it probably won't fit in with someone else's look or style. And again, we're lacking lighting in this room. This is the only light fitting, so that needs to be replaced, and there needs to be lights installed in this room as well.
Okay, very good. Good. Okay, this is the toilet and bathroom.
Yeah, the toilet in the bathroom is actually very well set up. It's tiled to the ceiling, which is really good, so you're not going to need to be worrying about repainting. It's got a nice clear glass shower screen and just very easy care. So for a rental, wouldn't recommend any changes whatsoever. The only change I'd recommend if you're putting the house on the market would be to change the taps. Okay. That's it.
And in the toilet, they've got a very old toilet system which I would suggest to be replaced. The toilet systems aren't that expensive, so for rental or for sale I would look at replacing that, and also removing the handle in the bathroom there as well, and a new toilet roll holder as well. We'll just give it a new modern look. The light fitting is actually really okay, so yeah, that's it.
Okay, good. Okay, so this is an upstairs open space, retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use it for lots of different purposes. It could be if you're a teenage retreat up here, so set it up with a TV and a lounge for them. Okay, recommendations would be to remove the velvet curtains. The paintwork's all very neutral and in good condition, which is fine. Long term, I'd probably look at replacing the carpets only because of the colour, but they are in good condition at the moment, so for now they probably do.
Yeah. What would you replace them with? Again, floating floorboards?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Something that's easy care.
Okay.
The light fittings again are very dated, and there's only 3 on the walls and there's none along the ceiling, so that would need to be rectified. The painting is in good condition and it is very neutral, but I think even for rental it should really be freshened up for some new people to be moving in and looking at staying here for a long time. Same with the carpets. I mean, it would be a decision for the owner to make, but they may decide to cut down on issues or the maintenance or anything in the future. Yeah. Maybe replacing them to start off with might be a good idea to save the tenants maybe ringing up and saying, look, we've got stains all on the carpets, or them coming in for the openings, for the inspections and going, look, there's stains everywhere. So, sure. And then having to disrupt their lifestyle to replace the carpets while they're still living here or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sale, again, definitely looking at painting the wall panelling. It is actually a very good condition, but again, it would really open up the space and really showcase how large this house is and how large the area is.
Okay. Okay, good.
So I think just another point to make, that obviously it's a family-sized home and a family will be living here for renting, so I think the issue that the carpets are really light coloured the whole way through the house long-term maintenance is always going to be an issue. So that would be certainly something that you would point out to the new owner and suggest that maybe they'd like to address that now so that they don't have ongoing issues with it.
Okay, okay. Okay, so bedroom 2.
Well, for a start, the walls in here are blue, where the rest of the rooms in the house are just a neutral colour, so I would change them straight away to the same colour. It's got really nice built-in robes, which are nice and modern, great for storage. The curtains are really old-fashioned, so I would remove those, just leave the Venetian blinds, and once again look at the carpet as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, in this room, we're lacking lighting through the ceiling, so that's definitely something that will need to be rectified.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but overall, this room is really, really good.
Okay. Bedroom 3.
Well, this room is already a neutral colour, but it is showing signs of wear on the wall, so it does need to be repainted. Once again, lights, we need a ceiling light in here because it is quite dark and gloomy in here, and just removing the really 70s curtains. They're a treat.
Probably want to consider putting in maybe a small built-in robe for storage. Everyone needs storage to stay and these days, and everyone loves storage, so a small built-in robe would work really well in this room.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so this is an upstairs balcony.
This area is fantastic. You've got views of the beaches down that way, views of the hills that way. It's just absolutely brilliant. The space is very large and it can be used for a number of things. Entertaining, there's room for a large outdoor table, plus maybe some of the outdoor sofas they've got out at the moment. So for rental, people can just really do whatever they like up here. A little bit of maintenance and repair needs to be looked at on the veranda. There's a bit of rotting, and also it's not waterproofed. That's something that the landlord would probably like to look at improving before he puts tenants in.
Yep.
Certainly the potential to put cafe curtains up so you still retain all your views, but you can actually get more use of it throughout the year by being able to enclose the area.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be, certainly not necessarily for rental, but certainly if you're putting it on the market, you would go that extra mile to really improve this outdoor area.
Okay, good. Okay. So here's the backyard.
Like the front yard, this is a perfect setup as well. The rear garden is also very well set up for easy maintenance, low care, no lawn to mow or anything like that. So no ongoing maintenance issues for the tenants, and it looks very appealing as well. Lovely outdoor area, so it's a perfect entertaining home. You've got upstairs outdoor area and down here as well. So for rental, you don't need to change a thing. However, if you're putting the house on the market, the pergola is above us here is showing signs of rot and is not actually, it doesn't have a cover. So if I was putting this house on the market, I'd actually probably get this removed and replaced and just make it waterproof as well to add value.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely quite a few features of this backyard is that there are some really, really nice established plants already, which is just brilliant, especially in the climate we're living in now in South Australia. So the backyard is just perfect. Great shed area, yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so this here is the granny flat. The existing house is around about 200 odd square metres. This granny flat is about 65 square metres, and just in here we've got a laundry. So in this granny flat this is the bathroom area, but we've also got a toilet and a shower back here as well. So what would you recommend for this one?
You want to go? Well, I think it's the main laundry for the house as well.
Yep.
So the laundry tub is just a tub, no basin underneath or no cupboard underneath. So I'd recommend that be replaced with something a little bit more modern and efficient, and just to make sure that the plumbing is all set up for a front loader or top loader washing machine to go in here. I guess it's just a bonus that it's got the extra toilet and bathroom area in here, because as the granny flat would be ideal for an elderly relative or a teenage retreat, so they could use this as, instead of going into the house to use the bathroom in here, they use it out here. So ideal. No changes really apart from just updating the laundry sink.
You could consider, there is a little bit of damage to the wall up there, or just needs a little bit of patching, so you definitely want to look at maybe repainting this room. But you could also look at installing overhead covers as well, just to add a little bit more storage for a laundry. Okay. Yeah, but overall it's a really good size room, well set out.
Good. Okay. This is one of the rooms of the granny flat. It was once a photography enthusiast's room. What do you think?
Yeah, well, the whole granny flat certainly is an ideal add-on to the main home, and as I said, it could be used for multi-purpose, either teenage retreat, an elderly relative, or even an office area for someone that does have a small office at home. So for this area, the flooring is pretty old and dated, so I'd probably recommend perhaps just laying a vinyl over the top. You don't even have to remove it, so it would be fairly simple. It does need to be repainted. A little bit of cracking, so just a bit of repair before painting. And I would probably recommend that these cupboards be pulled out. They're very old and dated, and perhaps just leave it as open space and let the tenant, or if you were selling, the new owner, decide what they were going to use the room for.
Probably would like to look at getting an electrician in, because yes, it was used as a dark room, but there are PowerPoints everywhere, and for a blank canvas room you then see PowerPoints everywhere. A few of them may need to be removed before the room's painted.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, but fantastic size. It's brilliant.
Good.
I think it's ideal for someone that does work from home.
But even like now that I've seen that screen, like imagine a theatre room. This would be a fantastic size for a theatre room. Even if you knocked out that wall and just opened it all up, it'd be amazing. People love theatre rooms nowadays.
Solid brick.
So this is the second room of the granny flat.
For a start, wall panelling, we'd paint that back to a neutral colour. Replace the light fittings, very old and dated, so and remove the curtains in this area. The carpet's fairly neutral, so you could either leave it, or what do you think?
I think rip it up. If you're ripping up other carpet throughout the house, may as well do it in here as well. Okay. Get it all done at the one time. And also, as you said, replacing the window treatments, and also this room needs a nice paint. There's a little bit of cracking, there's stains on the walls. That all needs to be freshened up for a new tenant, so they can use this room as what they'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, it does smell a little bit like there's some damp here, so perhaps just identifying whether there is a bit of a salt damp issue and whether that needs to be addressed as well. But certainly a big space, and would be certainly perfect for a teenager's retreat, or a small office, or also a home entertainment area room. There's actually already installed a projector up there, a screen. So you could set this up as a really nice area as well.
Yeah, a good theatre room would go well if you were selling the property. I think it would definitely add a few dollars to the selling price. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Great.
All right, so in summary, what would you say about the house?
I think the houses are perfect for a rental property. It's low maintenance, easy care. The things that need to be changed are fairly easy to achieve, cost-effective things like painting, a few window treatments, and perhaps addressing the lighting issue. Certainly it'd be a choice with the owner whether they want to do something about the carpets now or later. It's very close to the beach, 2-minute walk. 5-10 minutes to the local shopping centre. It's a great entertaining home. It's got the two areas, so you've got the options of whether it wants to be a small office for a possible tenant, or for a teenage retreat, or even for an elderly relative. So lots and lots of options. The property long term for the owner, it's also subdividable as well. I believe it's about 800 odd square metres, so eventually, because of the location, you could knock this down and build another house on it, or even two houses on it.
And probably two-storey to capitalise on the views.
Absolutely two-storey, because the sea is that way, and you certainly would want to make the best of the views, and certainly have the hills off to this area as well. So you would maximise both of those areas with a two-storey home. Yeah, absolutely.